Spending a night in jail isn't something any of us aspired to do. But after a visit to one Minnesota town, you may change your mind. In this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lauritsen takes us to the JailHouse Inn in Preston, a place where a good night's sleep is just a cell block away.
By most accounts, the people of Preston are law-abiding citizens. But back in the day, if they got out of line, they could count on spending a night inside here.
And we've met lots of lovely people, not just prisoners.
You could say Mark Sather and his wife Jean are serving a life sentence after buying the old Fillmore County Jail 25 years ago.
We stopped here unbeknownst to us to say hello and learned during that process that this property was going to be sold.
So the Sathers bought it and moved from California to Preston on New Year's Eve 1991. It's a busy bed and breakfast today, with up to 10,000 people visiting each year.
We get a lot of traffic from all over the world.
But once upon a time, it served a different purpose.
If you had to go out that door, that means you were going to jail.
Yeah, if you went out this door, you were not guilty.
The jail was built during the Civil War. Throughout the years, sheriffs and their families lived here, while prisoners spent the night upstairs in a cell block.
We get kind of a love-hate appreciation for this room.
The cell block remains intact, but bunks have been replaced with beds.
Lots of people love it and are interested to stay in here because of the uniqueness and being able to sleep behind bars without having a citation from some county or the state.
There are 12 guest rooms in all, and each is named after a sheriff who likely lived and worked here until the jail closed in 1971. One of the rooms is named the courtroom, where judges, jailers, attorneys, and prisoners did their business.
It seems like it would be a lot of work to do this.
I'm glad we came in when we did.
Rock was removed and replaced to turn the downstairs into the breakfast part of the bed and breakfast. This area was the site of a prisoner escape, where two inmates used spoons to dig out the grout between the rocks. They were later caught, and the old cistern has been turned into a wine cellar.
The guests like this room, not for the history, but more for the wine, you're saying?
More for the wine, and everybody winds up here late in the evening.
And that's kind of ironic, because back in the old days, it was quite often a little too much wine or whiskey that got someone locked up here. And just like today's guests, those inmates likely went home the very next day.
Sheriffs ran things like Mayberry, USA, where they allowed prisoners to be placed in the drug tank, and when they sobered up, they allowed them to go home.
John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
The JailHouse Inn is on the National Register of Historic Places, and there are actually a couple others like it in Arizona and Rhode Island. If you're interested in visiting, we will have more information for you on our website. Just go to WCCO.com/links.